live guitar vacation. Unscheduled impromptu live. You know, I found myself watching a 90s B-grade action movie. I was off playing guitar while watching it. And I thought, you know what? I could be doing something a little bit better with my time. Fire up a camera. Anybody's wondering about the title, you know, I'm not exactly a small deal in the world of cryptid research. Which is kind of misleading. Because Bigfoot is not a cryptid. He is an interdimensional being. I mean, as we all know. all this time, people are like, we can't get this, footage of him. The famous, what is it, the Patterson Gimlin film from the 70s is a hoax, clearly. I mean, was it 70s or late 60s? Who in the hell had a camera in the woods? So, yeah. It's fake as the moon landing, let's just say that. Oh, lost in space looking. But back to Sasquatch. He's an interdimensional being. Can't get him on camera, like really a good shot anyway. Yeah, a convincing evidentiary shot. What's up, man? Hank, I was like, shoot, I forgot to shoot the breeze with Hank about the fights, because my son got me out of the house to watch them last weekend, and then I streamed and I forgot about it. Did you watch the White House Spectacle, aka UFC? Well, what I was saying about Bigfoot, people can't get him on camera because he is naturally blurry. If Bigfoot is in front of you right now, dude, yes. I mean, I was, I'm not the best at predicting fights because I'm such a fan. I can't get my biases out of the way. Which is why I don't bet on them or anything. Yeah, my son was like, this guy's putting everybody to sleep. He's got death touch power. And I was, you already saw aged Michael Chandler, who was just shadow of his former self, which was sad. And then you saw Derek Lewis against the Hawk. Derek is not a young fighter anymore. Even with Chandler just not having the tools in the toolbox anymore, you have to give it to him. He still had that spirit, man. He's just had too many wars. I mean, he's been around. That's what me and my son were talking. We were like, dude, he was a WEC champ. And my son was like, yeah, Bellator too. I was like, I've forgotten all about that. So, seeing Gaethje, somebody, I was like, dude, if he can get that old Gaethje to show up one night, man. Yeah, and the way Chandler fights is always based on quickness, explosiveness, and once you lose that step, you know, hitting a old school wrestling takedown takes an extra gear on somebody that is, you know, can defend, and it takes a lot of energy. And just for his style, man, once you lose that little bit of pop, it really does not suit what he does real well. Okay. He had that red panty night payday waiting for him and never got it. That's exactly it. Yeah, that extra, and it may only be 5%, but if that 5% at that level, which I know the guy he was fighting was a little older too. But again, his style is not totally based on being a explosive, super dynamic cardio machine, you know. I think, you know, the takedowns he almost hit really took it out of him. Understandably so, you know. But I was like, it's gonna be tough after already seeing Father Time cause 2 losses of guys I liked. But I was like, man, if Gaethje, if he can bring it back one night, and dude, he did. I mean, obviously. Oh yeah, man, Dustin kept it in the lanes for a long time. Great fighter. He was a great fighter because he wasn't like naturally some kind of anomaly, you know. Dustin was a very technically good fighter. He was a good athlete, but not like the guy that walks in the gym the first time and you're like, you know, this is an athletic anomaly. But he was a student of the craft, kind of like Max Holloway, you know. Which, you know, I know he's supposed to fight Connor, and it's like, the last time I saw Max get knocked out, I could tell he got knocked out by something he wouldn't have. No, I didn't know Poirier got arrested. I did not know that. was it for? Or do we even know? That bothered me so bad, now I can't play. Okay. Well, there's 100% chance he's got brain damage, so I hate to hear that. But I would definitely say that's a contributing factor. But man, seeing Gaethje just do what he does, which I was talking to my son about it. I was like, Gaethje is an awkward fighter in a lot of ways. Like, there are a lot of things he doesn't technically do correctly. Like, you always see him dip his head sometimes. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, the song. But when the Hoke walked out to "I'm a Real American," you know, that got me in the feels. Man, that song is about as corny of a 80s kind of Eye of the Tiger type song. But man, me being a little Hulkster when I was a kid, you want to talk about lighting up when that song came on. Yeah, man, cause he did, was it a PFL, or it was one of those, tournaments that was kind of B grade, cause you had UFC and Pride still at the time. What's up, Wizard of Wales? I was hoping that my timing wouldn't be like finally when you're staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, like it'd be a decent time for my UK man. But some of that awkward stuff that Gaethje does, a really guy that's a good stand-up fighter, like obviously the Spanish guy was. Good for him, man. He deserves more than that. But you'll always hear pro boxers say it's hard to look good against an awkward fighter. You may still beat them, you may still catch them, but because they're doing unorthodox stuff, it can kind of take you, if you're used to doing stuff, the kind of right way, it can really take you out of your game. And and that was a perfect example. When Gaethje would just like punch, duck his head, and if you really analyze that fight technically, you'll see the distance. Anytime the distance closed, I'm not talking necessarily grappling range. Yeah, well there you go. They agree with me. Oh, dude. That was just Gaethje being as tough as shoe leather, man. Because getting eaten up to the liver like that, yeah. That was just the true American spirit of refusing to lose. Sure enough, liver shot like that, especially from that guy, because he laid it in. He's a power puncher. Yeah, when I saw it, when he started working the body and really getting them in there, I was like, oh boy. But Gaethje said, nah, I opt out. That liver punch would shut most people's bodies down, but I opt out today. I mean, there's no, that's just that sheer will, man. Yeah, and legitimately, some liver shots are just so devastating that I'm surprised he was able to withstand that one. That's, you know, of course, my boxing is basic. Because, you know, it's boxing as a grappler, but you know, the guys I used to spar with were boxers. And that was one thing we always said. If you've got one of these guys that just has a good chin and he's taking everything you got and you're not phasing him with headshots, just go ahead and start hitting the liver, because everybody is susceptible to that. No, arm wrestling is one of the fringe sports I've not done. I've seen Over the Top a lot, so I would say I'm pretty much an expert on it. That's why I had to stop wearing a hat on the stream, because I might turn around and hit the switch, you know. Oops. Are you an arm wrestling fan, Lawrence? It's funny you say that. One of my old friends, we still call each other about twice a year. Yeah, it is fun to watch, especially it's the perfect mixture of technical and perfect mix of technical and just pure brute strength, you know. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the power slap. That is one combat adjacent sport I'm kind of like, this is kind of low tier, guys. We're getting concussions for we're just standing there and getting them. Yeah, I don't mind a concussion. I don't mind somebody getting knocked out and taking some shots before the ref can jump in. Don't mind that at all, you know. But you have a sporting chance. You know, you were on your feet fighting, you versus the other guy. And just standing there letting somebody, I mean, if somebody really knows how to execute a slap, it can be every bit as rock your brain every bit as hard as a punch. Did Dana White start? Well, there you go. Anything with a freaking dollar sign, right? I didn't realize that. That's funny. I don't even mind bare knuckle because if you've boxed, you can't throw as hard or the same way bare knuckle without having a pretty good risk of damaging your hand. So bare knuckle cuts you, but those true, you know, blasting power shots, they're not as prevalent. That's hilarious, dude. It's gonna be as big as Tough Man contest in West Virginia, I'll tell you that. Yeah, bare knuckle is it's different, you know. You don't have glove, like even having 10-ounce boxing gloves on, there's a certain amount of defensive coverage you have that you don't have like with UFC gloves on. I mean, if you think about it, who was the first person that wore the like what became the UFC gloves? The first person I remember was Tank Abbott. And I think that's because he hit so hard and didn't want to check up. Connor probably will do that. He's supposed to fight Max Holloway, though, I think. Supposedly. Well, yeah, the gypsies do it as a national pastime. Sometimes for fun, sometimes for to settle family, serious family beefs. The best part of it is their smack talking. Okay, so that fight's in 3 weeks. So, you know, I think Max is diminished, but obviously I don't think I think Connor's a bit overrated. I think he, especially at 145, was ridiculously powerful. And for his initial energy rush, while he has all of his pop, he's very dangerous. But once he loses that, and you know what, he comes out and he's a quick starter. You know, there's been a couple fights that he very well would have lost had he not gotten quick knockouts. Like, I remember when he knocked out Cowboy Cerrone so quick. Man, I was all but hurt about that. I was mad. Because I really believe that Cowboy had the skill to weather the storm a little bit. And then once it got on a more even playing field, he'd be the more skilled fighter standing up. But doggone it, he got bum rushed. Same with Jose Aldo. You know, that was the end. Jose Aldo was like pound for pound one of the best. And after all that smack talk Connor did, he lands a left hand in the first, 10, 15 seconds? Like, first punch thrown of the fight, and knocks Jose out. And I think that's a fight that if it had lasted long enough for Connor to get out of that initial explosive burst of energy he has, because he is very dangerous with that Jose was the better fighter and would have beat him. He did. You know, especially that's why Aldo really is why I'm not a Conor fan and never was, because Jose Aldo, in my mind, was, you know, he was an honorable champion. He didn't, kind of a reserved guy. He did his talking on the mat, you know. And he was great. He was great for a long time. His best years were in the WEC. He wasn't even really in his prime for that fight. I'm coping now, but for Connor to do all that, you know, taking his belt like in the press conferences and stuff, and just really being a dick, you know, to an honorable guy like Jose Aldo, and then to win in that way gave me a bad taste. Yeah, they have a right to, man. So, you know, I already said Aldo, I don't know with all the miles he's got, because he's been in a lot of fights, 5-round fights that have gone to decision, won a lot of them. But he's got a lot of miles on him, and I've seen him get knocked out by what, in my opinion, would not have knocked him out previously. But, you know, Connor, who knows? I mean, I told my son, I was like, I would be surprised if he's disciplined enough to do an actual full fight camp now. I really would. Now, he could prove me wrong. But also, you know, you see this with baseball players too. Some, not all. But, you know, he got real juiced up and walked around looking like a bodybuilder for, you know, a couple of years. And that can change somebody's the dynamics of their movement and what makes them have power. Well, man, if there's nothing wrong with being a Connor fan, that's just me. If I had it my way, all the fights would be like they used to be in Japan, you know, where they even loved you if you lost, if you put out the warrior spirit. But in the U.S., where we want blood, and you have the guy saying, "Stand them up." That was another thing about the Gaethje fight. If you notice, even when Gaethje was on bottom and side control, when they got up, dude was gassed. Gaethje was fine. So every grappling exchange for that Spanish guy was a energy losing experience. Whereas, you know, Gaethje, he's been doing that since he was a kid, so. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to make Tom Brady into a villain, you know? It's like, guy's got everything. But look at how true life is. Once he quit being Mr. Cool on top of the world and just wanted to chill at the house with his millions of dollars, that freaking model parted ways. It's like, well, there you go. Yeah, that's probably true in hindsight. If he would have not followed him to the ground, but in his defense, you know, A, it's a split-second decision, and B, he's hit him with everything he has. So in his mind, he may have been like, switching gears where I can, you know, hold him down and control him and hit him may be my victory. Because God Almighty, I've hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. But I would agree that a stand-up would have been better. But dang it, they stood... it was Bo Nickel. He was doing the old school, that is old school MMA, or when you can sit in somebody's full guard. And in jiu-jitsu, you're supposed to posture up. But wrestling strategy is, you put your head close to theirs up under their chin. And that really messes a jiu-jitsu guy up because they're so used to people posturing up. Oh, I didn't know that Taporia had a wrestling background. I did not know that. So yeah, I mean, he probably thought, hey, this is a good switch of gears where I can get a different look at an attack and maybe end this thing. But Gaethje was like, you remember the old Dave Chappelle skit where Dave Chappelle plays the crackhead on Fear Factor, and he's like in a tank full of like spiders and stuff, and he's like laying down on the newspaper like, this is the quietest place to sleep. That's kind of how Gaethje was when he was on bottom side control. He wasn't in the stress whatsoever, which was cool to see. And that's the difference between a younger fighter with less experience. They'll, after he's been around for 5-6 more years, he'll have a lot more. Yeah, that's it. Tyrone Biggums. Dude, that old Dave Chappelle show, man. Some of the funniest skits of all time. But yeah, that was Gaethje on the bottom in side control. Oh, dude, I totally agree. Gaethje caught lightning in a bottle, and yeah, that one, man, that used to get me every time, that skit. I mean, and that was before, I guess, at the time, it was kind of when comedy had just kind of gotten some handcuffs put on it in some ways by the societal norms, and Dave Chappelle was just like, all right, hold my beer. He's always been his own man, marches to the beat of his own drum, and that's how he ended the show, man. When he was done, he was like, nah, I'm done. Dude, you're leaving millions of dollars from the most popular show. I don't care. I'm going to my spiritual journey, or wherever he went. He's an interesting guy from what I could tell. Put on one of these little lo-fi loops. Yeah, he was not going to compromise, that's for dang sure. It's been interesting to see him kind of grow up into being an older guy and a dad too, but still keep those same kind of values. You know, that's, you can tell he's the real thing. But yeah, man, that show back in the day, nobody had seen anything like it. Yeah, that's what makes it lo-fi. That crazy EHX ring pedal has been one of the most Swiss Army knife pedals I've ever got. Yeah, I mean, it can be, well, you're so naturally good with your ear and stuff that I could see where ring mod could bother you, you know? Just automatically introducing atonality, you know. But man, I'm still figuring out stuff you can do with it. Like, I found a preset that sounds almost phaserish, univibe-ish. That's the ring thing. It doesn't sound quite like a univibe or quite like a phaser. I know I've said this before, but I really like what Wayne Krantz does, which is basically using it percussively. You know, like, you got a setting that's Wayne Krantz would do it way better. And then I found this sound. See, I'm gonna turn this dirt off. You can do a really cool detune with it, kind of like those old 80s pitch shift detunes. That sounds better than any chorus I use. I love the sound of that. That's just mixing in a little detune. I'm just so used to making noise when I play anything that when I put on something that's supposed to make noise, I feel right at home. I can't see what that little emoji is. It looks like Michael Jackson. It's so small on my screen. Yeah, can you believe you can get that pitch shifted sound? And what's really cool is if you put a chorus on with it, it really... You know, Hank, that's a good... I'm gonna steal that one from you. Will you use the swello very tastefully to do Allen swells on your recordings? Oh, so hey, I got it right. Michael Jackson. So you used it tastefully. You got no problem with me. But I'm gonna pick on you if you do the Kurt Rosenwinkel cheat. Use the swello to get rid of your transient, because you already know how to play without a transient, because you're from the Allen school. Yeah, that'd be about the only thing I could ever pick on you for. Oh, okay. So you're using that for the swells, huh? Joker, what's up, buddy? I told you it wouldn't be long. I need to dial in this swell a little better. For some reason, I dialed in a whole new bank of presets, like just for the heck of it, that are very similar to the ones I had. These are all my DL4 that I use a MIDI controller, so I got as many presets as I want. But like, I had this ring mod. It's dialed in a little more subtly as far as the blend. Lawrence, they're so cheap now, the DL4-2s. That's why I finally got one. I was like, you know, I have my always on delay that's the copy of the old plastic Ibanez that is just my sound. I use that instead of reverb. But, you know, I like doing different delay stuff. Like the jam band Humphreys McGee. I love the way when they do jams, they do these syncopated. And it almost sounds, when all of them are doing their thing, it's not a groove like a rock groove or a bluesy groove. It's a very straight, almost like electronic dance music groove. And, oh, don't get me talking about Pocket Master. You trying to make me buy Pocket Master again? Hank here. Hey, Maverick. Dude, I hadn't seen you in forever, man. What's up? Hank here. You already sell me too much propane. Now you want to make me buy 4 Pocket Master for every instrument? Don't get me started again. Last time I did that for like 45 minutes, I think it was a drinking stream. It really is cheap enough for, like, if you're buying something from Amazon or something, you might as well just throw it in. So you like doing the kind of EDM type thing with a, is that oh, that's a synth, isn't it, Joker? No accessory. Pocket Master, enough. Okay, a sequencer. I've been like, I want to be able to make cool drum machine sounds and use a synth to dirty them up and stuff, but I'm really picky about which ones sound corny, you know. And I'm not trying to get a natural drum sound. I'm trying to get like an old trip hop, sampled drum sound. And every time I look at these samplers, sequencers, and groove boxes, first, they're all freaking expensive. Okay, I think I've looked at one of those because, you know, a lot of what I'm looking at is yesteryear's products instead of the new cool thing, because those are all freaking expensive. But man, I can do in Logic with MIDI and treat the sound any way I want to, and it's really hard for me to get out of that. Yo, yo! It is Warheart Arts. Yeah, the Digicat is one I see everybody recommend. I've listened to the demos of it. First, that's the other thing. It looks like a lot. For me and my old guy that wants to flip on a tube amp. So does that Roland 307, does it have built-in drum sounds that you like put effects on and stuff, and then you stick them in the sequencer? You know, I appreciate it, Earl. Those who don't know, they think a modern camera can just, you know, overcome natural blurriness, and that is just not the case. Well, maybe I need to give that old Roland another look. Because really, I'm kind of thinking about the little 3 or 4 song project I'm looking at doing. Oops. I don't have a drummer, so I mean, there's guys that I know that they probably want to do it for free, but I wouldn't feel good about that because, you know, that's how they make a living. But I also kind of think it'd be cool to do what I'm trying to do with kind of a lo-fi drum thing like this. It'd be different. But, you know, yeah, I've started doing that with Logic Drummer. Finally getting some decent one-shots, samples, and it really sounds a lot better. It's mostly just knowing, it's just me knowing that it's software. And if I'm gonna do software, I'd rather do it in a way that is more acceptable to me, which is using electronic type drums to make an artistic statement rather than this is acoustic drum software. And you know, that's stupid because God knows I've listened to a lot of metal that was was triggered and quantized and all that. But yeah, I agree, Maverick. I found even putting one shots of a kick and a snare on top of software drums can really where's my tuner? It can really help. I might play that guitar in a minute and show y'all something funny. Yeah, I've gotten probably my best results with throwing a kick and a snare one shot over the software drums. Makes a bit, and really, me trying to make Logic Drummer sound like I want has taught me a lot about making drums that are fairly flat sounding sound good, using parallel compression, and I have a drum bus that's got all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, that's the thing with micing a kit, man. You got a really good ticket to having some phase issues with all those mics. I mean, and thank God on a digital DAW we can just flip the phase. But shoot, I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, finding cool sounding drum kits that are kind of getting the sound in my head as far as drum machine sounds, and then really dirtying them up with the plug-in synths. Yeah, Gretsch is a good sounding kit, man. The Gretsch sound. I'm the same way. I'm really focused on the kick and the snare. I'm not super picky as long as the cymbals aren't too prominent. Because if you start throwing cymbals into parallel compression, it can get crazy, So I got this old Yamaha. I think I've played it on stream maybe once. It's a great guitar. It's the 80s, and it's early 80s, and the tier up from it was Japan made, but at the time this tier and lower Yamaha had made in Taiwan. So when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, is that a MIJ Yamaha? Because that got me going. And then I figured out, no, it's not. But it's such a cool old guitar, and when I played it, dude, it plays. It's one of the better playing guitars I've owned. Joker, I did try a Revstar. in the guitar store. It wasn't the super high dollar one. It was the mid grade one, probably $400 or $500, something like that. Played great. The pickups were a little bright for me. But I'm an anti-trebleite, so for most people they'd probably be fine. Woo! Make sure this thing's in tune. So I got the old Yamaha. I said, this thing, it looks, it's got the milky thing going into the finish, and definitely naturally relic since it's 40-something years old. So I said, I've been doing this drop C stuff, and I want to do a oh man, I appreciate it. I have no idea. This pickup says Seymour Duncan. I don't know which model it is. The neck pickup is actually a little hotter than the bridge pickup. I don't know if the bridge pickup is original to it. I don't think it is, but I've never pulled them to look at what they are. It's definitely, I like hot pickups, and but yeah, for my little Doom related stuff, but would you believe that all that is my Tweed Twin? Listen to the guys with the Mad Amps and the Suns, and those sound cool for Doom, but I'm like, that right there? Jeez. And then, you roll your volume off a little bit. Awesome, man. But I need to play something more doomish. Yeah, Orange is another one. I mean, I think weren't Orange and Mad Amp kind of the same company at one time? But they both got that kind of British but yet fuzzy overdrive. Amazonian, what's up? Yeah, it's definitely sounding a little swampy. that's just guitar and amp, and obviously I got a little bit of a delay, but it's cranked into my Fryette. And I know I've talked about what I did with the Tweed Twin a while back, but I made it really low headroom with the tubes I put in it. I pulled one rectifier tube out because it has two. That lowers the headroom a little bit. And I biased it by ear. Oh, cool. You got an orange in a box pedal? Dude, that's definitely good enough. But that's just guitar and amp. If I start putting the old Doom dirt, a jelly roll in a tuxedo. It's weird, man, because, you know, the guys that are always around, they know I got like bit by the doom bug, I guess, was about 6 months ago. I used to play heavy stuff as a kid, but doom is like, what's weird about it is for the rhythm sounds, I have to use less gain to play a solo. Like Butterbean and Latex. Did you know Butterbean is from a town that's not terribly far from me? In is it Jasper or Gadsden, Alabama? But yeah, he's from Alabama. Anyway, that's oh, the Rat sounds stupid good when I don't want it to be as dark. It can still get really fuzzy. Yeah, that's Joker. That's still what I hear to it and refer to it as myself as stoner doom. Especially the variation I like is definitely stoner doom, like the band Sleep, and you know they kind of started it. Boy, Butterbean, that's a guy that was born with a certain kind of power that has surprised many opponents that didn't take him seriously. He's a highlight reel of knockouts. But anyway, I'm not going to subject y'all to my Doom Fest, but I do have a drop C option now. And when I was really happy when I put the different strings on that guitar and how it sounds for that sound, I really like it. So on my Ibanez 335-ish made in Japan guitar, those pickups are a little bit too dark, and they're for what I usually do. I love them. They're hot and they're dark. I appreciate it, man. It was the Butterbean Festival is canceled. What? I guess I'm gonna have to call off my family reunion. God dang it, that's where we're gonna have it. Yeah, Hank, I'm glad you like that guitar, man. It's been a great guitar. It's just always been a backup to my Ibanez, which I love so much. And now it's kind of got a place to push it up front a little bit, so I'm kind of happy about it. You know, you have little guitar relationships with your guitar buddies, you know. I'm like, 80s Yamaha, when it comes to doom, you're the star. Sounds like I'm playing a mandolin now. Yeah, Butterbean's kind of a rise to fame, or whatever you would want to call it. It's pretty cool. He started off doing tough man contests and was just freaking flatlining people. And then got a little bit of a got in a real boxing gym at some point. And that's the other thing. Everybody thought, oh, he's so rotund that he won't have any cardio. That joker was made to fight, I guess. But where he's from, there's not like a hotbed of boxing gyms or anything. It's yeah, blue collar champion. And the story I heard about him kind of really bolsters that. It says somebody was talking about like a tough man contest, and he was like working, I'm wanting to say it was at a mill or something, because textile mills used to be all over the place here in the South. But it was some kind of you know, honorable working man's job. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And everybody was like, really? And I guess he knew something they didn't. Oh man, he deserves that fight. Get one really good multi-million dollar payday. Jake Paul's probably like, he's old, and because that's another kind of boxing lore thing, is power's the last thing to go. You know, your speed goes, your cardio goes, your reaction time goes. But George Foreman is the walking example of that. If you watch those fights when he came back when he was mid 40s, I mean, there are some he just could not fight with the guys skill wise. He was even using he switched to using that old school stance. It was Archie, I can't remember the fighter's name, where you cross your hands like that. And you never see, I hadn't seen it in decades. He started doing that. And he was still a tough, you know what. But he, you know, George, when he got kind of humbled, he didn't box for a long time, which were prime years. And I think because of that, he still had a pretty good chin, because he did stop when he did, and he didn't have the chin miles. Okay, cool. Alex, I have seen Alex. I saw the video. It wasn't a gig. It was just him showing off that guitar. And I was like, man, that's a cool guitar. And then I looked it up and I was like, well, it's a cool guitar I will never afford. Yeah, Alex is great, man. He's been flying the Fusion flag for a long time, so. The mummy. Yeah, it is like a mummy. Like he would just follow you around. And then, you know, his right hand was not fast, but he had excellent timing to be able to time his punches to hit you when they would land. And, you know, it was timed based on whatever speed he was. And there were some young guys, man. Do some reaction videos. I think I've done some. I don't know that I'd call them reaction videos. More like kind of talking some music analysis. Not well. You know, showing lesser known albums I like and stuff. So I've done a few of those. But I think my problem would be, what if I was interested in reacting to something, it'd probably be music nobody else would like. Except you guys. Man, the George Foreman grill made it all the way across the pond, huh? I'm gonna see. I got somebody for you to check out, Amazonian. You may have heard of her already, but she is like the antithesis of what guys like me that stereotype jazz, that are jazz bigots, because I am. She breaks every mold, every stereotype. Let's see, her name is Angela Neischer. I need to make sure I'm spelling it right. Let's see. There we go. Niescier. Angelica. Is there a way I can copy and paste that? Because I ain't going to be able to remember that. You got to know a man's got to know his limitations, as Clint Eastwood said. Let's see. Mona Kimura. Dang, no, I hadn't. Sounds like she'd be wild to watch. All right. Oh my God. Oh, I know what I'll do. Somehow my Safari has gotten where it does not want to be seen. I can't quit it because the chat window's open in Safari. This is crazy talk. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay. I don't want y'all to see me get beat up by my mic stand. That usually happens off camera. And there we go. So, the first paradigm she breaks in jazz is it's harder for Caucasians to swing than it is for, it comes more naturally to other cultures, which I believe that is the case a lot of the time. Not all the time. But obviously she's Caucasian. Well, she's a female playing just playing just nasty in the best way. That's her name. I just posted in the chat. But and she's from Europe, which, Lawrence, have you ever heard anybody say about that European jazz musicians don't swing the same? It's kind of like I said, it's a stereotype, because I've definitely heard some great ones, but so that's not a stereotype that I consider particularly valid. But she's Caucasian, She's a female, and she's from Europe, and she is just playing high level. So Angelica Neischer, I spelled her name out in the chat. Anybody who's into jazz that hadn't heard her, highly recommended. Anyway, see what I can find in the way of backing tracks. Get rid of that one. Get some tunes going on up in here. Let's see. Can't remember what that one is. Oh, I hadn't done this one in forever. This is one everybody always liked when I used to do it, but I didn't want to be like throwing it on all the time, you know. This is my fake Pink Floyd backing track. It's like a mixture of Shine On and Great Gig in the Sky. Yeah, so Lawrence, you've kind of heard the same. I mean, I'm definitely guilty of the white guys have a lower propensity to swing African American guy. But it can be learned and felt. But I think the best, they didn't have to learn it, they just do it. I mean, I know you can swing your ass off, so it's from years of doing it. Man, I have some Necronomicon adjacent content, because you know, when you're a fairly highly regarded in the world of cryptid research, to know the things I know about Sasquatch, naturally you're gonna have some adjacent interests in the dark arts and the Necronomicon, you know, lighting pentagrams on fire, ceremonial chaos magic, all that. Now, I don't believe in any of that, but I'm entertained by all of it. You can swing when you play that style, Lawrence. I've heard you do it. Amazonian, I was actually listening to, is it Tamika Reed, which is an American artist, I think. That does, so are you picking up the fake Pink Floyd vibe? Yeah, she plays that cello and maybe viola. She basically occupies the upright space, but she's very inventive herself. Another great musician to check out. But I was listening to an album of her. And you know, I'm a big sax trumpet fan. I listen to them for inspiration more than I do guitar, really. I'm trying to remember how I ran across Tamika. But you know, just looking for good new stuff. Since I'm doing Gilmore, don't I have to use a big muff? Well, I'm not going to play like Gilmore, but do a Gilmore-ish tone. All right, Joker man. Glad you were able to pop in, buddy. It's so good to see you. This muff will be better. Oh man, Earl, thank you so much. spend about half the time doing all right, and I'm always kind of playing at the edge of my limits, and sometimes I will take a deep dive. So clams are included. D-E-F up to D. Are you talking about the notes or playing scales associated with those roots, Amazonian? Just kind of D-Dorian, isn't it? I can get my shoegaze on. Remember the name for it? Wow, thanks, Earl. I'm trying to to remember the, if I can get the chords right. Okay. Need the too much reverb. I just noticed I even put some of my Deep Purple John Lord organ on there. I appreciate you, Lawrence. I think I might have got out of the fours and started doing Satriani-ish. I appreciate it, guys. I'm really having a blast. Just like I said, I was watching a 90s. I'll tell you how B grade of a 90s movie I was watching. It had Don the Dragon Wilson in it. And I said, well, I'm already playing guitar. And I'm watching this movie, and lo and behold, of course I've seen it before. I didn't realize it. And I was like, eh. So I threw on the old camera for us to do a live stream. I think in traditional jazz, going to what Amazonian's talking about, which interested in hearing what Lawrence says about it. But, you know, if you're showing up to play rhythm changes, you're kind of expected to play traditionally, you know, which is going to be pretty much picking. And maybe after you get, if it's like a group that knows you and knows you do fusion-y stuff and they want that, okay, then it'll kind of come out, you know. Yeah, Don was in Batman Forever. God, what a funny Batman movie that, because that was the one with Mr. Freeze and Arnold, right? Good God, holy oh. I still got that giant reverb on. Yeah, Alan is quoted as saying he did not like the sound of a pull-off, which really what he was referring to is a over accentuated pull-off that does the instead of, and people mistook that for thinking he did, like even on the sending licks, that he did hammer-ons every time. And he did prefer the sound of hammer-ons, but he used pull-offs when necessary, but he did them in a way that were truly musically legato. Okay, was that Batman and Robin? Okay. Batman Forever was... Okay. Was Batman Forever the one that had the soundtrack that got so much play with Seal and the U2 song, Hold Me, Thrill Me, and all that? And then I think that was Batman Forever. Yeah, they were not the peak of Batman's, either one. Yeah, Kiss from a Rose. Baby! I need to look up the chords for that. Oh, man. That song, man, you couldn't have MTV on for 5 minutes without hearing one of those songs. Road Man! Boy, you ain't kidding. That U2 album that automatically plays on my iPhone sometimes, I'm like, what in the world? Why would you think I would want that? I mean, if you're going to do that, at least make it Joshua Tree, but not this new Uber, Bono, and Edge that think they're saving the environment and stuff. Y'all shut up and remember about singing about the IRA bombings. That's when y'all are good. When you're scared you're going to jump in your car and it would explode. Y'all are soft now. Yeah, I always want to call Bono Boner because of Beavis and Butthead. Boner! Yeah, that guy's name's Boner. But old Boner wears the glasses that are like Steven Seagal sunglasses that are a weird color that you obviously are only wearing because you think they're cool looking. They have no function. Oh, I just need to see everything in orange today. And I have a unique insight over how we need to save humanity because I'm Boner from U2. I'm not cynical. I'm not angry and cynical about these guys. Not at all. In reality, let's have a little story time. When I look at a guy like Boner with his oddly colored glasses that have no function, I'm not mad at him. I just think, what do you got that I ain't got, boy? My wife sees Brad Pitt on TV. Rhodey, you were a cynical hippie before you ever got old. Oh, dude. Yeah, that when I'm not a big Joe Rogan guy, but I watch clips a lot. Boner on Rogan, it's painful. Just made you want to just give him a wedgie. That's what he needs. He needs somebody to bring him back to earth, to walk up behind him and wrap his goddamn underwear around his skull. And that would remind him of what being a real person is. Now with more story time. My wife, she may see Brad Pitt on TV. And I can admit, in a practical sense, he's a very handsome man. But I say, hey girl, when's the last time that joker paid a power bill? He ain't got nothing I ain't got. Alright, that's it. I don't want to go into too many story times. Amazonian, you are exactly correct. The Edge's guitar playing was so different and so influential that it was brilliant, and especially considering a lot of the techniques he did were kind of born by the limitations of the delays he was using, and it kind of created a really cool thing. That's right, Hank, he needs somebody with just good old American grit to give him an ass whooping. That cures a lot of things. I'm Boner. Why did you do that to the environment? Heck, I'd be a fish out of water in California. That joker get his hat brought to the hospital if he walked around here. Yeah, well, you know, they did pretty good for some, just some young guys from Ireland. So, good on them. Don't know why you all of a sudden become a humanitarian save the world expert, but check yourself is my best advice. Dude, Echo and the Bunnymen is awesome. There's a cover on my channel somewhere where I sing an 80s medley, like just a verse and maybe a chorus from 3 different songs, and one of them's an Echo and the Bunnymen song. They were great. The thing I always say about Edge that is not Edge's fault, but it is a travesty, is the meta praise and worship terrible white folks music that they sing at Monster Truck Church. I'm sorry, it's bad. It's the worst music white folks have let loose on the world. What's your favorite album? War Heart. Mine's Joshua Tree. And even Actung Baby was good. You know, that was later, but it was a good album. But so the praise and worship Maida takes the Edge's dotted 8 thing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Steals it. And then takes the giant ambient reverbs of shoegaze and mixes that in. And that's praise and worship guitar. 2 totally brilliant innovations of guitar that they took and made the most homogenized, pass around the offering plate. And that pisses me off. I don't mind you doing an Edge thing. I don't mind you doing a shoegaze thing. Don't use it to make that terrible music. Warheart, you play worship guitar for years. I'm not talking about at the Wiccan solstice. They probably have cool chants and stuff. I'm not familiar with that one, Amazonian. Surprisingly enough, I love using reverb as an effect. That's the only way I use it, really. I always on delay instead of reverb. But it's because I was a shoegaze guy, you know. Back before anybody knew what it was. I was talking to my sister-in-law that's about my age. I was like, did y'all listen to shoegaze? And she was like, no. I was like, where I was in redneck land, I was the only one that knew what the heck it was. But now it's the cool kids on TikTok and stuff are doing it apparently. So yeah, Amazonian. So bands like Ecstasy, you know, there's different ones like the Stone Roses. They were more rock oriented. They were the Britpop sound, really what Oasis came back and tried to do and tried to act like they were doing the Beatles, but what they were doing was Stone Roses, really. there's a lot of there's not many degrees removed from shoegaze and Britpop of the era, and they overlap a lot of the times. Like if people consider the band Ride shoegaze, but it's a lot more Britpop to me. It's really cool Britpop, and it's got some shoegaze elements, but Earl, man, dude, I have a bus on my Logic template that is the super massive. It's on everything I record, even if it's just in the background. And you're right, it is. Can you believe that is a free reverb? It's the best reverb unit, pedals, rack, plugins that I've ever, for what I like. And you use the NAMM too, huh? I'm a big, that's my digital solution is NAMM. All right, Lawrence. Give Alfie a nice greasy treat from his buddy in Redneck Land, USA. And you know, it's got so many cool presets, and then of course you can tweak it. It's just awesome. That rat's too bright with this strap for that stuff. I did a video probably a month or so ago about some of my favorite NAMM profiles, because I still feel like, you know, guys that are in the digital world that use digital a lot, of course they know what NAMM is, but guys that aren't super into it, I don't think they realize that the best digital stuff is free and open source, and it's NAMM. If I want to waste an afternoon, get on Tone 3000 and just, I've downloaded all kinds of stupid stuff. Amazonian, I've got my guitars are set to self-destruct if that and or Freebird are played on them. Yeah, man. The next week, Hank was like, dude, I started playing NAMM. I like it. And that is awesome you're still using it, man. Black Star came out with their little $200 like amp that's looks like you put it on the counter in your kitchen that you can play MP3s and stuff on too. And it plays one of the because NAMM is upgrading to their A2, right? And I don't fully understand it. I might have my buddy that's made so many profiles I like, see if he'll come on and talk about it. But the A2 stuff, supposedly, it uses a technology that is less computer intensive, basically only using computer brain power as needed. And Amazonian be trolling. You know, I didn't listen to that. I didn't listen to country because I was such a knucklehead as a teenager that if it was popular, I refused to listen to it. Isn't that fun? Well, I'm still that way to a degree. Dang. My battery light has come on and it came quick today. This one's flown by. We've been having fun. One day I'm going to have to upgrade this Mac, and I'll be able to charge and stream at the same time. But this is a MacBook Air. My camera's plugged in and my interface, I'm out of USBs, and I don't know how good a USB port thing that makes multiple would work with the strong signals I got going. So, see, Amazonian knows how I am. He's even staring into how I do covers now. He knows I'll do a cover if it's taken to the point where it's nigh unrecognizable. You're using some of that Freudian psychology. Now, I think Amazonian's probably more of a young guy, so he's trying to use Jungian psychology on me. You know, when you're a big deal in the world of esoteric research like I am, which I said this at the very beginning of the stream, but I don't think anybody was in here. You could say cryptid research with Bigfoot, but Bigfoot is not actually a cryptid. He's an interdimensional being, as we all know. So I just call it esoteric research. And, you know, I know all about the dark arts, the Society of Thule, Golden Dawn. You know, I've got a video of me trying to join the Illuminati. You know, I mean, we all know I'm in this world, but I know too much. You know, that's the problem. But because of that, Amazonian, I'm immune to your psychological manipulation. Yeah, Skolnick did kind of a whole album and tour with that. Well, remind me next stream to tell you about, I may have told it before. I may have even done a video on it. Skolnick doing jazz on a shred compilation album. He did So What. That's what got me bit by the jazz bug. That was my first time I heard jazz and was like, I don't know what he's doing to get it to sound like that. I've got to learn it. But anyway, with all my knowledge of the Necronomicon and the Codex Gigas, do you really think you could manipulate me with psychology? Plus, Sigmund Freud himself said that the Irish, yeah, I got kicked out of the Bohemian Grove. They wouldn't let me climb on the owl, which, I mean, are we getting crazy or not? You know, you can't climb on the owl? Come on. But Sigmund Freud said that the Irish are impervious to psychoanalysis. So, you're hitting the wall, buddy. Your psychoanalysis manipulation hitting the wall. Yeah, I hung out with skaters and stoners and anybody that played music. And I was just against anything that was popular status quo, and I probably still am. I just try to hide it better. I don't try to go as public with it, but that's why y'all know how weird I am. Look at the music I'm on here playing. All right, boys. Well, I gotta end it. My battery, if it's streaming suddenly, it's going out on me. But we have fun today. And Earl, man, I appreciate you popping in. You fit right in, buddy. Hope to see you again. But hey, y'all pick up your instrument, have some fun, have your own guitar vacation. If it don't bother the neighbors, you ain't doing it right. No, Amazonian, I didn't know about the chaos magic back then, or I probably would have tried it to get girls. I tried everything else. All right, guys. Y'all be easy, fellas. We'll see you soon. Awesome stream. Thank y'all so much for making this a fun time for me. I can't thank you enough. All right, be easy, boys. Later.